Hey, what's good, peoples, man? Before we get this episode started, it'd be dope if you toss us a like, a subscribe, and also don't forget to turn on those bell notifications, man. We truly appreciate it.
You're not my man. You're not my man. You're a genius.
What is good, people? And we are live. What is happening? So today is a very, to me, and it should be to y'all, this is a dope. This is our second interview with one of my favorites, one of New York's own legends, and just someone that if you don't know about him, then you don't realize that he got a lot of kids in the game. We are here with TheBadSeed. Introduce yourself, sir. Let people know a little bit.
Yeah. What's good, y'all? It's your boy BadSeed, aka Nicholas Cage, aka Larry J. Blige, aka your mother's baby father. In the building with NotYamanz. Yo, I love NotYamanz, man. They my mans, though. They my mans. They not your mans. They my mans. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, we go way back, man. We go way back, and this is super dope. Like getting you back here. We've been talking about this. I mentioned this to you like last year. I'm like, yo, we got to get you on. We've been talking about this for a minute. We took a break from it and all that shit, but I'm glad to have you on, especially now. Because I got all sorts of questions. I got all sorts of hot takes and all sorts of things that I want to bring into the light. You know what I'm saying?
But first off, before you even go into that, I want to congratulate you guys, man. Because I remember when I first saw you guys, like when you guys were, it was a few years ago when you guys were really kind of just starting up. And I remember seeing how y'all did it. And I thought the shit was so dope and innovative. It was just like, yo, man, if you like it, you get the check, the green check. If you don't, you get the not my mans. And then how you guys broke down the review on the next slide, you know, with the different emojis to represent certain shit. I thought the shit was super dope. So congratulations to y'all. I hope y'all get huge calls. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that. See, I wish, I can only wish that, but I know that this day and age, this type of the way the game works and the way politics work in the game, we could never get huge because then
not with that. We're gonna get big, bro. We're gonna push that shit out of the agenda.
I know for a fact, honestly, if something like that happened, I would be like the Joker of the game. I would literally cause chaos. You know what I'm saying? Because we're in the underground, we're sick of seeing what the hell goes on in the mainstream. You know what I'm saying? But we're also sick of a lot of this antics that happen in the underground that we're sick of. You know what I'm saying? And we try to combat that. Like when I thought of when I was putting everything together before I shot the idea out to everybody, I was like, yo, I'm trying to humble everyone, but I'm also not trying to be like, yo, I'm better than anybody. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much the energy that NotYamanz always brought. But yo, shout out to you. So Reckless, it's a little old school NotYamanz little history, but TheBadSeed was the first artist to invite us to a listening.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he brought us out to for his project with Knots, and that shit slapped. And he brought me and Mark out, and it was fucking dope. He invited us out. We went there. It was dope. We got to like bump heads with a couple other hip hoppers and just like old school cats from who've been around, who are like solidified in the game. So it was super dope to that. And now, thanks to him, like we got the boldness to like get it. We got invited to a couple outside of that and shit like that. But we'll never forget the first one.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Respect to you for doing that, extending that arm out to the homies.
Yeah. Yeah, it was dope. It was a good time, man. Went out to the city. So I do have speaking of just getting us out for listening, the last listening I went to was with an artist that I brought up to who hasn't worked with you. So the last listening party I went to was Ransom and Rome Streets. They put out a project. And I remember bringing it up to you. I'm like, yo, how come the Rome Streets and the Griselda cats and those cats aren't sharpening swords with like the pavers, essentially? You know what I'm saying? Like the cats like you who been there, who set that tone and kind of kept that sound alive before, the Griselda boys and them made it as big as it is again now. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's a popularity thing. I'm not really mad at them.
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed, but I wouldn't call it mad at them. at artists like that, because I do understand that, you know, when you're making moves and you're trying to do certain things, certain standing next to certain people will help your journey progress a little quicker, you know. So a Ransom standing next to West Side Gun and them makes more sense than him coming and fucking with me. You know, they hot, you know, so the eyes will be more on them. Like the people, that the general public would give a fuck more about that than a record with me. Now, Ransom could, I don't know Ransom, but he could probably like my shit on the low. And it's nothing personal. Like he probably bumps my shit like, yo, that shit hard. I'll get to him. You know what I'm saying? We'll do something soon, you know, but for the now, he needs all the exposure he could get. And doing a record with me, I can't really guarantee he's gonna get the same exposure he would get with Benny or with Conway. Or you understand what I'm saying? So I think that a lot of that has to do with that. One thing about Rome Streets though, I remember one time, I'm gonna tell you a true story. I don't know him, you know what I'm saying? But I think he's super, super dope. But I'm gonna call him out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call him out because and respectfully, you understand what I'm saying? I saw him. This is before he got with Griselda. A little bit before, like I want to say maybe 4 or 5 months. Now I don't know what was brewing in the background, so you know. But I'm just talking about as far as general public wise. I didn't know that you know, that there was anything going on with Griselda. I know he either tweeted, it was either a tweet or it was an Instagram post. It was something, and he was like, "Yo, you know, a closed mouth don't get fed. You know, I'm the type person that if I like you, you know, I'm gonna approach you. Even if you're a legend, I'm gonna approach you. As long as you don't be on no sucker shit with these guys, they'll work with you." Like that's what he was saying, and that was kind of encouraging to me. You know, like he was like, "Yo, you know, I approached people, and I wasn't on no sucker shit. I was just straight up or whatever, and that's how I made certain things happen." So when I saw that, I was like, "Yo, you know, that's dope." So I hit dude up about doing a feature. Like, "Yo, you know, I saw what you wrote. That was hard. You know, I was wondering if we could get in the box. You know what I'm saying? And get something going. You know." Even if he would have wanted some bread, I would have rather he say that. You know what I'm saying? But Duke read it and left me on scene. Wrong Streets, what's up with that, bro? Like, why? Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, for sake of argument and devil's advocate, because I know how it is. He could have saw it and been in the middle of something and then was meaning to get back to it and never got back to it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I get it. You know, it's just something that happened, and I would love to work with Wall Street. I would love to work with Conway. I would love to work with Betty. I would love to work with West. Ransom. Like all these guys are guys that I really admire because they do the type of music I do and the type of music that I came up on. It only makes sense. I never switched up. The same music that I'm making now is the music I was making in the 90s. The same shit. Nothing's changed. I actually need to kind of at this point expand and talk about other shit. Like you understand what I'm saying? Like if you really want to break it down. But to be honest with you, the reason why I stay in that lane is I took a little hiatus. I was gone for a while. You know what I'm saying? For a while, over a decade. You know what I'm saying? So after PH died, I came back, and that's why I started putting out mad music, because I want people to know, the people who didn't know of me, I was gone for dumb long. To know, yo, who is this guy? This guy is nice. And then they go back and they look and they're like, oh, so he been here. He been putting in work. You know what I'm saying? So then I'm going to show them my growth and elevation. All the shit that I've been already did. Like I got records talking about deep other shit that from years ago, but I just reintroducing myself. I needed niggas to know that I was nice. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Oh, and for sure. I mean, it makes sense too, because like that that year you had where you dropped like you had the Sixers.
Wait, hold on, I can't hear you. Hold on.
My fault.
Hold on. This shit acting up. This shit be acting up, man.
Technical difficulties, man.
Technical difficulties.
Ain't no thing, man.
This shit be acting up. Hold on.
Yeah.
That was gonna be the problem.
There we go.
You back?
Yeah, my Bluetooth was acting real, real slim shady.
You good.
But like that shit is dope to me because it's like, to me, that's why of all people, when I saw like that whole era, like, because I can list, how we listen to enough music. I love that era. I still listen to shit from that era, but I still listen. I love the new shit that's coming out. Like, I fuck with like Riggs and his whole team, The Cloth. I fuck with Rome Street Heavy. I fuck with like Ransom and all of them. So when they started like booming and I started seeing like those artists like connecting and crossing, I'm like, yo, I need to see TheBadSeed do this. Because even before, I mean, we might not get this public credit, but when we interviewed Rome Streets back in the day, I manifested. I was like, yo, him and Ransom need to do a project before they put the project together. And I remember harassing them on Twitter, like, nah, y'all need to work. But like, it's like, yo, these are campaigns. I thought you would get in that mix because I started seeing the underground dudes working with like the mid tiers, the high tiers, and they all just working together. So I was like, yo, if anyone's gonna be hyped about it, like more than ready to fucking, kill some tracks, like kill some people on track, it's gonna be you.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
Yes, sir. And also on the tip, like when you talk about like how cats aren't trying to like do music with you because you're not gonna maybe like be hot in the streets like that. It happens out here too in the West Coast. Like we have our homies out here who like are up and coming. They have a buzz right now. And yeah, they can pay homage to Mac Mall and the Spice Ones and other people who are still out here, but it's not really in their best interest right now to like go that route. They want to, be more popular with who's out right now and just build off that, the new generation. Right. They their homage and shit, but they won't really put them on the album. You're not gonna hear Spice One with like a new cat like Jay Stalin right now. You're not gonna hear that.
Yeah.
Right. And I ain't even mad at them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I get it. I understand.
It's business. That's how the game is now.
But you know what? I mean, I think we all, as artists, I think we all do it to some degree. You know, but I tried not to. Like I'm conscious of it. I try to work with. If you notice on my albums, I work with a lot of people that aren't really deemed quote unquote popular. Yeah. My company's called 6 Man Entertainment. We are the underdogs. We represent the 6 man on the bench. He's just as good as the starter, but he can't get in the game due to politics or or the starters are more popular. But that doesn't take away the skill that the 6 man has, and the coach knows that he can trust the 6 man to get off that bench and bust ass if need be, and that's what my team represents, the underdog. And like a lot of the producers I work with, shout to Murder Mags, Freak Show, Team Demo, Soul City, Shay Cobain, Jeff Traub. There's a lot of producers that I work with that y'all probably have never heard of. But when you hear my projects, you would never know. Like you're like, oh Jesus, this shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I make it a point to look for those type producers. I'll go on Instagram and just pop it in their lives when they're working on beats. Producers I don't even know. Like I'll just go looking for them. Nice. You know what I'm saying? Artists too, like rappers too. But I try not to. I ain't big, but I am aware of who I am. Like there are people who know and recognize who I am. You know. But so I'm conscious of that, and I don't. I try to get back.
I mean, it's for me. It's like you're in that perfect spot. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, like it's like accessible, but also like, you know what I'm saying? Like I always put you up there. I'm like, yo, you should be a billion times bigger than you are. But it's like you're known amongst some heavy hitters. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll talk to some like names, some heavy hitters, some cats, and they all like, oh yeah, they all know you. And I'm like, yo, they know you. It's like, yo, what's going on? Like, how do we get you to fucking everyone else? And I feel like right now, the way the like you say, the 6 men and like the underground and like these hidden gems, the way they're fucking honestly back to back breaking into the mainstream, like Griselda's just picking cats left and right, other labels and shit like that are picking cats up. I feel like this is like your playing ground, like this is your war zone, you know what I'm saying, where you're like, yo, I'm comfortable right now, this is your time right now, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like this is that type of environment that you should easily get crazy in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'd love to, and you know, I ain't letting up. I took a little. Alpha was the last project I put out. I put it out in September. That's a long time for me. You know, I took a little break. I took a little break. There was some personal shit, you know, going on. So, you know, I took a little break. I mean, it was still features and shit that I was doing, like you know, I with Napoleon the Legend.
True.
There's a few that I did. One with my man Mo Ruckus and Weapon ESP. Like it's a lot. Yeah. But as far as project, I'm about to get back to it though. Like there's gonna be some more shit.
I mean, we know it's there. I mean, the year you put out like what, like it was like 5-6 releases. It was a lot. It felt like 5 or 6, but it was a lot.
I think it was like 6 or 7.
Yeah, it was like 6 or 7 of them shits. And that honestly, the only other underground artist who we like swear by that does shit like that is Napoleon, because he's not a real human. He put out 10 albums for the last 3 years.
That's the bro too. That's the bro, man. When me and him got a project, we're gonna be doing a project.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah. We're gonna do something. We've been talking about it for.
I can't review that. I gotta get somebody else to review that because that's gonna be a 10 out of 10.
I'll do it. I'm not here in the West, bro.
Oh, you haven't had you haven't had usually the initiation when we get like new cats, we always like, all right, they gotta get a TheBadSeed project, they gotta get a Napoleon project. You know, there's always a list of rappers.
That's me, bro. Don't even trip.
So we got that's the perfect initiation.
That it's gonna be crazy. We definitely shout out to the bro, man. Shout out to the bro.
Very on board for that. But hey, man, ain't nothing wrong with that. So I wanted to ask too. So since you know you got things working in the cut, you know, you about to make this comeback again and fucking bless us like crazy for the year. You gonna be doing any shows? I know the world's opening back up.
Yeah, absolutely.
You gotta let me know.
I definitely missed that, you know, for a while. But but we're gonna get back to it.
Any opening acts? Any opening acts you thinking about adding to the tour?
I mean, I can't really speak on it because there's really no situation in front of me, you know, like that situation.
Hey, just let them know if they need a host and sponsor. NotYamanz gonna come through. Nah, that's dope though. So all right, so now I'm gonna let Reckless. I know Reckless got some questions. He gonna do that. I had to ask about the new gen, but we're gonna jump back. I got a few more too, but go ahead, Reckless.
Yes, sir. I'm from the West Coast, you know what I'm saying, Bay Area. And what we know about New York, like specifically your borough of Brooklyn, it's just, you know, like Biggies and all that stuff. So from your perspective, how is your borough nowadays, you know, the music scene going on in Brooklyn? Is it in a good space, or do you think it could be better? Or talk to me about that.
Well, first of all, shout to the West Coast. I love the West Coast. Love it. Every time I'm over there, I never want to come back. You know what I'm saying? Shout to the West Coast. Brooklyn, Brooklyn's in a good space. Musically, I like what the kids are doing. You know, the drill music. You know, I like it. You know, I think.
Oh, you work with the drill? Okay.
Yeah. I like it. I think it's dope. And it to me is gangster rap. You know what I'm saying? So
we know about that out here.
So I love it. The only problem I have with it, of course, is the actual violence that's being perpetuated from it. Like, and I'm not saying the fans, because I'm not hearing about the fans. I'm hearing about the actual rappers, like going out doing drills, talk about what they, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is entertainment, bro. You know, Martin Scorsese is not making a movie with gangsters and mob niggas in it, and once he says cut, him and the fucking cameraman go do a drive-by. Like, they're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking entertainment, man.
Yeah.
You know, and that's my only problem with that. But you know, the music is cool. You know, the music is cool. They be saying some shit. They be saying some if you know shit.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's the type of shit I like.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of times, like the violence gets really like intertwined with the realism of the music. Like a lot of artists, like, you know, when they put out certain music, they want to really make sure they about their shit. Like, you can't rap about it if you ain't living there, you ain't actively doing it. Like out here, that's how it is. Like if you're a gangster rapper, you better be about that. You better really be doing that shit, or else you be in the streets.
But you know what? Not to cut you off. Like,
no, you don't.
Here's the problem. Hip hop is a genre of music, and music is entertainment. Period. Yeah. From the beginning of time until the end, hip hop is the only genre of music that has all these fucking rules.
Fact.
Yeah.
It's almost to the point where it's like, yo, damn, most niggas be running around talk about, yo, slaves. Nah, nigga, if you're a hip hop artist and you following those fucking rules, then you're pretty much a conscious slave. Like you're a slave and you know it. Clap your hands.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like hip hop is the only genre where your region matters. That shit don't matter in jazz. That shit don't matter in rock and roll. Hip hop is the only genre where your age matters. That shit don't happen in heavy metal. That shit don't happen in country. That shit don't happen in classical.
Yeah, nah, not at all.
Hip hop is the only genre where, yo, you better live what you talk about.
Yeah.
Yo, perfect example. Luther Vandross was gay.
Yep. And all was that women was getting rowdy, man.
He was singing to the women.
Yep. Babies were made.
Yep.
Yeah. Same. Oh, fucking. What was his name? He's probably my generation. Well, Ricky Martin.
Ricky Martin. He was out here.
They and George Michael. You know, all of them like they was singing.
They was not singing the niggas.
Nope.
It was
singing the women.
So it's just beyond me. Like it's like who's sitting in the chair making these rules? Yeah, because that's who I need to talk to.
Yeah. Sometimes it's the streets, bro. Because like out here, like I mean, we want to hear gangster rap music, but we don't want the gangster rappers to not really be gangster rappers. You know? This is entertainment, but once the gangster element got intertwined, there's politics with gangster rap.
Yeah. And you know what? I respect that because check this out. Like I said, it's some if you know type of shit.
Yeah.
A lot of times people don't even know what they listen to when they listen.
They don't.
Rap. You know what I'm saying? Like if you know, you know. And it's just as far as the artist being authentic. Here's the thing. What about an artist who has experienced the shit, but isn't doing it, but talks about it?
Yeah, because we're calling war stories. That's acceptable. When it comes to like a younger cast trying to talk about I'm doing this and that, like you better be doing that shit if you're talking. I'm not gonna be really like wanting to believe it because the part of the enjoyment of the listening is that I really believe this man has done it.
Right.
Unless you're an
So
OG,
right.
then you
I
can talk
respect
about it
that.
all day. You don't have to be shooting nobody. But if you're a younger cat, you better be about it.
The complexity.
I respect it. So, but hold on. So let me ask you a question. You ever see? Of course, you've seen the movie South Central, right?
Oh yeah, it's a classic.
So the little boy, what was his name?
I just remember the first name. Was it OG?
Yeah, and Ray. But the little boy, right? The little boy, did you believe that he was living that shit? Did that make you like it or not like it? Yeah. He was a young kid that played a little gangster.
That's different. That's a movie.
But that's the thing. I get what
we know. There's directors. We know there's producers out there. But with music,
but there's producers of the record.
We don't see that.
Hold on. There's labels.
Yeah.
There's puppeteers behind them too. Look at Tekashi 6ix9ine. Another perfect example.
I think it's more so. I think it's grounded too. Like that's part of the complexity of it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of like one of the challenges rappers face. So if you're a fucking, you know, let's say you're Jadakiss, you know what I'm saying? You got that delivery. You're saying shit that sounds fucking nice. You're talking nice and all that stuff, but it's like, oh, but only people that are from New York or people that really follow him know he's not doing that no more or whatever, but he's still selling it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know who he is,
it sounds like he just did it yesterday.
It's sold. But if you're grounded with like that artist, like you're not going to know every artist. So you don't know them all personally. You're not going to know them. So now it's like, I think the complexity of it is we got genres now where all the kids feel like they have to follow some sort of guideline that is making all of them do the exact same thing to be about that life. That's why they're all going down the same path. You know what I'm saying? And that's just fucking it up. Cause like, I don't need Benny the Butcher to fucking push weight around the world for me to fuck with his music. Cause the way he delivers it dope, but I need him to somewhat of an extent to have the hustler's mentality that he's rapping about. I need to know he hustled something.
Well, we're older cats, so we think this way. Like when I was younger, I recall not fucking with Rick Ross no more just because he came out to be a CEO. I don't believe you no more. You ain't doing that shit. I'm out. But then I got older. I'm like, I don't care anymore. I like his music. And so I listen to it, even though I still kind of like, bro, you don't do that shit. You don't do that fucking shit, Ross. Get the fuck out.
But that's the young man's game. That's what he was mentioning before. Is the young man's game is where they have these set of rules, and I know you mentioned that the rules are coming from the streets. Reckless, you said it's the streets, but honestly, I don't think the streets have control of the rules anymore.
Not necessarily, because like it depends on the genre as well.
Because you got to look at it like what's gangsta now, right? Besides drill, before drill, we had trap. Trap music was gangsta, right? But all the cats that like blew up trap music they're all like born again Christian. You know, they all just got
usually end up that route. They born again Christian, snitch in the jail forever.
They were all good kids. So they're not grounded with the streets. So how did it start with them? You know what I'm saying? Like someone made them. And that's the thing with hip hop. That's the problem with hip hop. And that's always been my biggest issue with hip hop is there's all these rules, but no one's in control. And I low key, I mean, this is a hot take from me, but I've always blamed the pioneers of hip hop for letting go of control, for letting go of hip hop, for letting the labels kill them and turn them into one hit wonders, has-beens. I think they let go of something that if you created something and people are fucking throwing money at it, you created something great. Don't give it up. And I feel like a lot of the older, a lot of the old school rappers and shit, pretty much any old school rapper who doesn't have their own label and you're not seeing in the mainstream anymore, but who's still dope and still raps, but you never hear about them. They don't get posts on TMZ and all that. I blame them.
Well, also back then the technology wasn't the same, so like they had to rely on labels and shit. It's not like E40 where he did it all on his own forever and he just still in the game.
That's the thing. Was it really like that? I mean, 50 Cent blew up off of selling shit out the trunk. I was in the neighborhood.
They had a sign.
I was in the neighborhood when he spent his earned money from whatever the fuck he was doing, not from no label, on getting the bus that had all they shit on it, like, and getting those tapes out. So it's like there was ways to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the label can get big if it wasn't for the mafia. Someone's working on the ground.
It was a different time too. You know what I'm saying?
It was a different time.
People got,
it's
like,
totally
got Wu out there, very different. Like, we know how Dre got NWA out there, very different. So I don't think, like, it wasn't, the labels wasn't the ones to just make or break you completely, because there was something that they appealed to that made them grab these artists. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But
I mean, that's true. That's true.
I mean, that's the complexity of it. But I did have a hot take for what you mentioned, though, about, like, with the rules of, like, you know, the boroughs and everything. Everywhere has their own sound in hip hop. One of my issues with drill, especially Brooklyn drill, is that cats are claiming drill as, like, Brooklyn's rap. And it's like, I get it if there's a scene, but, like, Brooklyn's already had gangster rap. You feel me? Like, drill is like UK. So it's cool if dudes want to do it, but claim it, to me, is a whole different monster. Like, to me, to claim that, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, because West Coast cats see it as Biggie's music still. Brooklyn's Biggie music.
It
is.
Yeah, Biggie music, Hove, MOP. You know, that's why. But to be honest with you, that's why I still make the type of music that I make. Like people call it old school. They call it this, that, and third. I don't call it that. Like, when I think of old school, I think of milk is chilling, kids is chilling. What more? That's old school to me. So Rock the Bells is old school to me.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So the shit I make, I feel like it's current. You know, because it embodies my borough. It's Diddy Bop music.
Yeah.
It's a certain tempo. It's got a certain swing to it.
Yeah.
And
that's crazy, because, like, you mentioning, like, the golden era is my old school. You know, I know what the old school before that was, but that's my personal old school from when I came up. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I call it old school because it was what I rocked with when I was super young. You know what I'm saying? But, like, what you're making is current, because that's how the golden era is supposed to progress. That's the sound. That's the direction it should go in. But now, the reason I mentioned the whole drill take is you are Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? You know Brooklyn. You've been about that Brooklyn life. But, like, now, if all the kids are saying Brooklyn is drill, it's like, what happens? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
Listen, everything evolves.
Yeah, it's true.
You understand? But that does not mean that what I'm making ain't Brooklyn too. You know, Brooklyn is a lot of different things to a lot of different people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's like somebody something.
Oh, we losing him again.
Oh no.
Technical difficulty. He's about to tell us something. Oh, here
we got some gems.
Oh, here we go. He's back.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah,
It sound crazy.
Oh, what happened? Oh, it's the Bluetooth?
Somebody called me. The shit crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Hold on. I'm gonna go out and come back in.
Go back in.
For sure.
Yeah. Getting some gems.
I know.
I'm excited for this one. That's why I was like, oh, we gotta get this. We're gonna get this going, bro.
We good.
New York. You did a track with Usher?
He did a track with Usher?
Yeah, you got to mention it to him.
Oh, because I got to talk about Tyler Qualley, the Jean Grays, the Mims.
Oh, we got a bunch. Bring it all up. Yeah, we can bring it all up. I want to talk about his interview thing too, to give that a plug. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, true that. Yeah,
to give him a little trip saver. There we go. He's back.
You get it? In effect.
Yeah.
There we go.
Cool.
Yeah. But you know, it's all good. It means different things to different people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, who really cares? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, is okay. This is my question to everybody. Hip hop, right?
Mm.
So being that there's different subgenres of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why is it that we can't have our adult contemporary hip hop or something to that effect? Why we can't have that?
A New York style of drill that originated in Brooklyn. I don't know.
You know, because is drill music hip hop or is it drill music?
That's a good question.
See, I think that's more so what my concern comes in. Not necessarily concern, but it's more so like when people mention drill to me, I'm like, cool, I like some drill, but it's like if a dude's, long story short, if a dude's like, yo, I'm from Brooklyn, oh, Brooklyn is drill. And it's like, but do you know Brooklyn, like gangsta hip hop prior? Because if they don't know the prior, how are they ever gonna, you know, I would like to see, like, you know what I'm saying? I want to see it come together type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like some of my favorite artists, they take from the past, like even just the birth of hip hop. You grab shit from the past, you flip it, you make it better, you add to it. And I feel like when cats are just like, yo, we just do drill, it just, they put on blinders. They blank out everything else. They blank out the subgenres of hip hop. They blank out everything and they just do that. And to me, it's like, I feel like if you're a part of hip hop, yes, you can partake in a subgenre or anything like that. But I feel like, yo, why block out the subgenres when you don't know if that shit can make your sound even better?
Right.
You know, mixing always gonna work.
But that's what I'm saying. Is that hip hop? It's drill music. Is it drill music or is it hip hop? When trap music was it trap music or was it hip hop? I know I've been making hip hop all this time.
Yeah.
There is no fucking subgenre with what I was making.
Yeah.
So what do we talk about here? But yet and still, these artists will be nominated for best
hip hop
album.
Yeah,
but it's trap music.
Yeah.
Why can't? So if they're telling you we're not hip hop, we're drill music, or we're not hip hop, we're trap music.
Why are they getting the hip hop awards?
Why don't you give them best trap album?
And needs
or bet like and let us because we've been making hip hop all along.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like we're never gonna get that because business wise, that changes everything.
Well, it might happen because in the Spanish rap music, they have like awards for trap and hip hop and contemporary.
See,
for me, I think that changes everything because then they're gonna have to separate everything.
Yeah.
Then they're going to have to separate things. And then there's going to be some harsh truths. There's going to be some spin-offs, some subgenres of hip hop that think they should be more known because of those previous awards that probably going to be hurt by it. And then there's going to be some that are going to be way bigger that might hurt everyone else's feelings type thing. You know what I'm saying? Because imagine fucking they split trap. They split horror, horror rap, emo rap. They split all that stuff. And the number one rap is like fucking spoken word, you know what I'm saying? So
it's not a bad thing.
And that's the number one selling hip hop out there. You can't tell me that the trap is gonna be like, what the fuck? The drill heads are gonna be like, what the fuck? Like everybody, it's gonna cause chaos. And I feel like that's too much tracking for these big ass businesses to do when they're like, yo, we're just making money off of it. The fact that you go on your phone and just search new hip hop and these motherfuckers pop up, that's where the money's going. That's how
I respect that, but they did that at the cost of what hip hop really is.
Yeah, they did. And it sucks. That's why real hip hop is hurt.
Because it's like they're not selling you coke, they're selling you So
Almond.
like that's what they're selling you. Like they're not.
Yeah, it's dumbed down, and it's I mean it's GMO. You know what I'm saying? It's non-organic GMO.
Those corn syrup.
Yeah,
No, it's bad. It's bad because
yeah.
because the lines is getting blurred. It's creating what it's doing. There's already chaos.
Yep.
Mhm.
And
Because it's making the music.
worse.
It's making the music implode. It's imploding.
Oh yeah.
Like, why is there so much division in the music?
And it's the division, but it's also the confusion. Like you got known DJs, like dudes that are like, yo, they go on Sway. We know Sway. Sway does hip hop shit, but then you got a cat who just won best hip hop artist who's like, nah, I don't freestyle. I don't do that boom bap shit. I don't do that rap. And it's like, then what are you doing there? That's the chaos that it brings. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's the confusion. You know, and it's shit like that. It's like there's no, but again, I brings it back to what I said earlier. There's no order because if our founders lost control, like we have no control. You know what I'm saying? But to also play the good side of that, I'm glad that we do have, you know, dudes like the Griseldas and like cats like you and stuff getting that, you know, you deserve way more looks, but like, you know, getting that, bringing the looks up, bringing it there, because now people are like, nah, listen to this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Now it's getting a little more militant again. It's getting a little more, you know what I'm saying? You know what to expect type shit.
And I'm gonna tell you some real shit though. You know, I'm such an artist, man. I just really enjoy making music. Like I got fans, and my thing is it ain't a whole lot, but it ain't a little bit neither. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the fans that I do have. You know, so as long as I keep making them happy, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it. We the cool kids at the cool table. We looking at everybody else like they're crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I look at it. Yeah. Because I can't be really worrying about too much. When I'm trying to be creative. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what's wrong. And I think that it's fucking up the art. I understand the art is there to sell, but they're raping and exploiting it.
And you got like where you can work, you can do at your pace at you want. You don't gotta work.
You know, I understand it's a business, of course it is. And it just depends on what it is that you want as an artist. Do I want to blow? It would be nice. I think it would be nice just because of my story and the things that I've been through. Like my story's crazy. You know what I mean? So the things that I've been through in the business and the things that I've learned and the things that I've been around. So I think I deserve it. I think I deserve it. A little 15 minutes. I'll take 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
But you know, if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. I'm gonna continue to push on and do what I do. I'm also getting back into the film thing, and you know, we got the show that I do now called Your Favorite Song. You know, we doing that.
Yeah, tell everybody about it. Tell everybody. I watch it as a fan, but yo, dive into it. Let everybody know what that's the movie that got behind it. Like, what made you be like, yo, I'm gonna start doing this?
I love music, and I always wondered for my favorite artists. Like I knew what my favorite songs from them are. But I always wondered, like, what's their favorite song? You know what I'm saying? Like that would be crazy. So I kicked it around in my head a little bit. I was like, yo, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna see how the shit turned out.
Yeah.
So my first one was Royce, 5'9".
Yep.
And yeah, man, that was cool. That was real cool, and it was cool because the format is I tell them what my favorite song from them is, and then we'll talk about the background of that song, and then they tell me what their favorite song that they ever made is, and then we talk about the background of that.
Yeah.
And so I open it up now. I'm talking to producers, battle rappers, asking them what their favorite battle is. You know, shit like that. I'm about to start doing spotlights. I'm about to start doing spotlights on. Remember earlier we was talking about up and comers and people that are super dope that people don't know about. I'm gonna start doing spotlights while I sit down and interview people like up and coming producers that nobody knows. That's fire. Rappers too, battle rappers, all that, everybody. You know.
Nah, that shit. It's a fucking great concept too, and it's crazy because like when you think of hip hop, you never really. It's just when you're an artist in the hip hop game, you don't really see too much like honest and real like paying homage and paying respect unless it's to the classic type shit. You know what I'm saying? So, the concept of having like giving the artist just that window to talk about their favorite song, that's huge because you used to put out a million songs. Like I watched the Napoleon one and I'm like, yo, Napoleon has put out well over like 300 songs in the last 3 years. And for him to have a favorite song, you know what I'm saying? For him to be able to talk about that shit or just getting any artist to talk about their favorite song, that's a dope process because you would never know. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what's crazy? When I'm approaching the artist for the interview, I tell them, I'm like, look, I only need 15 minutes of your time. You know, because to be honest with you, it's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah.
What happens is the artist gets long-winded. Yeah. It starts talking, it starts telling stories and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that right. So I sell it to them by telling them I only need 15, 20 minutes of your time. That way it's not feeling like, yo, I need an hour or two or whatever. It's not feeling like that in case they busy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
artists are gonna talk about themselves, bro.
Yeah, people in general love talking about themselves. That's
I'm an artist, I know. So it's how I'm approaching them. You know. So because people tripping out, like they like, yo, how you getting these people? You know what I'm saying? And I was, I just be hitting them up. A lot of them I interviewed. I used to have a podcast like 10 years ago called 6 Man Radio. It was on Blog Talk. We had over 1 million listens. I had everybody on there. I had Jill Scott on there. Pete Rock was on there 3 times with Camp Low. Premier was on there. Sticky, Fredro, Raheem Devon, the R&B nigga, fucking everybody was on my shit, yo. And you know, just I was on some hit. Tretch was on my. See, I'm just thinking the names. You know what I'm saying? But
the lyricists that are so underrated in hip hop is the
facts.
Yeah, especially Tretch, man. People don't hear about Tretch no more like they should.
Yeah, facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just was hitting these people up in the Twitter, you know, online. Aggressively. That was back then, but now, you know, I ain't really active on Twitter like that no more. So I hit people up on the gram or, you know, email or whatever. You know.
That's crazy, man. That was like, that must have been like right before podcast became the fucking next thing. Like,
yeah, you were on that early, bro. That's just
yo. My last episode was Stage Happiness.
Oh, that's so cool.
Like yo, y'all could Google the shit. BadSeed, 6 Man Radio.
Yeah, for those at home listening, you might make after this interview, make sure to go check that out.
I'm gonna put the link.
Word up.
Link in the description.
That's dope. That's fucking dope.
It's there. It's there. I was just listening to a couple episodes of the shit. You know, it's on Blog Talk Radio. The shit was put together real well. Real well. Y'all gonna like them shit.
That's cool. And it's funny because that's actually one of the questions coming up in my interview is, what is your favorite song that you've ever done?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, you know what I mean?
Yo, it's crazy because I actually did an episode with just me telling what my favorite. So,
you can check it out and see if the same answer, if they have the same answer. You know what I'm
nah, it kind of is because it varies from day to day. It depends on how I feel, you know, each day. I think, like, if I had to think about it today,
yeah, the sigh of damn. That one or that one, or maybe this one.
Ever made?
Oh,
question.
Pure Hell, featuring Jean Grey and PH.
Okay, PH. Okay,
Pure Hell.
Also super underrated. She's nice.
She's been fucking dope as a fucking.
Yo, she made the beat too. Like we was all sitting. Yo, people don't know me, her, and PH were supposed to be a group. We were gonna be a group, and it was called the Yakuza. We had like 3 records recorded. That was one of them.
This is before
we end up
Team Hami, or was this like Wild Team?
Yeah, this is way before Team Hami. Yeah. This was 98, 98. Nice. This was 98, 99. Yeah, man. That's great. And it came out on our EP, me, the OBS EP. Pure Hell is on, and Gene, I think Gene put it on her album too. That came out.
That's fire.
You still talk to Gene?
I haven't spoken to Gene in years.
That would be a shame, man. Imagine doing a dual track again for a while.
Yo, I have an album that she
produced,
totally produced that never came out. I might put it out one day, an NFT.
There you go. Yeah, that's the new wave.
But but Gene was dope, man. Like I was fortunate to have been around her. Like her, and I've never really seen somebody so dope, like just close to me. You know what I'm saying? Most Def too. Like he was another one, and both of them. You know, I was green. Like I was very street when I first met them. You know what I'm saying? And I just happened to know how to rap, and they just kind of showed me something else. You know what I mean? So that's the lineage that I come from. I come from them. We talking 96 is when I linked with them. You know, I come from them. Talib Kweli, Bush Babies, De La Soul. They used to come through.
Long Island. My favorite.
But they used to come through. You know what I'm saying? To the studio on Clinton Ave. You know, that's the lineage that I come from.
That's really dope, man.
Proof from D12 used to come through. He used to come through. M and PH was in a crew before. Now M was around before I got there. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I got cool with Proof, because Proof was still coming back to Brooklyn to chill when M was about to blow. Like that's when I came around the time M was about to do what he was gonna do. So he wasn't around. He was gone. I just missed him. You know, yeah, Proof, that was my dude. Rest in peace. Proof was the first dude I knew that would make. He used to make beats, and he would come through with the beats and his beat tapes, my nigga. His beat tapes had niggas rapping on them like a mixtape, talking about how dope the beat was. You know what I'm saying? Selling the beat. You know what I'm saying? Like it was amazing. Like shout out to
dope. That's dope. That's some history shit right there. That's fucking
that's fucking crazy.
that's heavy, bro. That's fucking heavy right there. I gave Reckless the rundown. That's why that's the elder status, man.
elder status. Yeah. Now I got a billion of them. Yo, on my YouTube, I got a story time on there too. I be telling stories on there too, man. So,
I remember the one thing. Well, I remember that you had the Usher track shit going. That shit had happened. And I was
the Usher.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm like, he been doing this for mad long. Like he been killing it for
a long time.
Yeah.
The Flex album is what really got my push, man. You know, that album went gold. You know, and there was a lot of heavy hitters on that shit on that album, and it was a good look, man. You know, that's what actually got me my deal.
Nice.
And you know, in 2000, you know, yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, you're also really good friends with Mims. Is that right?
Yeah, that's my brother. That's my heart, man.
How'd you first link up with Mims? You know, was it when he first came out, or was it like before? You know what I mean?
Nah, I knew Mims way before. Like Mims, I knew Mims. I met Mims. Okay, there was a producer from Canada, white dude named Dirty Swift, and my nigga Picture Perfect. Now, but Dirty Swift lived in the Bronx now. And my nigga Picture Perfect, that dude directs the videos and shit for everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's like my bro too. He was telling me, he was like, yo, I want to introduce you to this producer. You know, he up in the Bronx. So I was like, all right. This had to have been like 99, maybe 99, 2000, like around then. I want to say 99, maybe even 98, man. So he took me to the Bronx. Now the producer was working with Mims at the time too. Mims was mad skinny and he had braids.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Word. And yeah, you know, we got cool. We got real cool. We just clicked then. And the producer was still working with both of us. I ended up working with the producer a little more. The producer ended up going on to do 21 Questions for 50 Cent, Mafia. They did When I See You for Fantasia. You know. But I got like 70 records with them too. With like crazy. You know. A lot of that stuff was around the Warner Brothers time or whatever. But yeah, I know Mims for a long time. He always been grinding, always probably one of the best. And that's another thing. Fortunate because two of the best dudes walking God's green earth, I could say were my friends and are my friend. PH, rest in peace, and Sean Mims. One of the best men I've ever met. You know what I'm saying? Real good stand-up dude, man. You know. Yeah. You know, I knew him for a while, man. I know him when he was on the grind. He used to have a little studio and up in the attic, and I used to come from Brooklyn all the way out to Long Island, and he would record me. Like there's a lot of records that he recorded of me. You know, like he recorded my joint Low Voices. He recorded that. He's the one who recorded it. There's the videos out now. You know what I'm saying? He actually recorded that. You know, that's my dude, man. Shout out to Manz.
That's fine. I go to homie, man. Shit. I remember I saw him perform out here in San Jose years ago when he first came out with that. This Is Why I'm Hot single. He did a good show.
Hold on. Was I with him?
Were you at the San Jose?
I don't remember because I was on tour. We did a tour. I went on
he was
tour
with another guy on stage. I don't know if that might have been you.
Oh, I don't know. We did so many dates. We did so many dates.
Also, the Game performed that same day. Bone Thugs performed.
Oh, nah. I wasn't there. Wait.
Okay.
Wait.
Hold on.
I don't remember, man. Yo, let me tell you. I toured the world with him. It was some real shit, man. I was at work. This is why I'm high had blew up. The nigga called. He called me. I was at work, and he was like, "Yo, what's good?" I was like, "Yo, man, congratulations. You know that shit. I hear that shit everywhere." That nigga was like, "Yo, quit your job." I was like, "What you talking about?" He was like, "Yo, man, I need you to come on the road with me and be my hype man." I was like, "Nigga, you know I ain't no fucking hype man." He was like, "Nah, but you know how to perform." He was like, "Yo, I need you. You know what I'm saying? Come out, go get some paper, you know, or whatever." So I tell my boss, and they was like, "Yo," they was excited. Like they was more excited than me. They was like, "Yo," they was like, "Yo, hell yeah." They was like, "Yo, when you get finished, you can come back to work." You know what I'm saying? I was like, "Word." I was like, "Bet." So, man, I packed my bags. The first show we did was Showtime at the Apollo, TV, and then we caught a plane overseas, and right after that, it was crazy. Like the nigga had the #1 record on the planet. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, I was seeing people faint, and I'm tripping. Like I'm like,
it's rap. What you fainting for?
No, I'm tripping because this is my man's. Like this is my man's. Like this is my man's. This little bro right here, and people seeing him and fainting. Like,
like, oh,
I'm like, yo, are you serious? You know, like, it was crazy.
It's a hell of an experience. Real dude to still think you to be like, yo, I want you to be the man to come with me on the road.
Yeah. But I know what that was too, man. It was that, but plus, I believe it was because Mims knew he could trust me. There was a lot of people that was around him that wanted shit. Yo, to this day, I ain't never asked that nigga for shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like he knew that I would keep my eyes on him and make sure he was all right. He knew I had his back on that stage as well. You understand what I'm saying? Like he needed that element around him. You know, and I think that's what it was. And I was able to make some paper and see the world. You name a place, we was there. We did all 50 states.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was.
That's fucking dope, man. That's fucking dope.
It was crazy.
So out of all the people you've worked with, we talked a whole catalog of people. We can make a whole compilation of the people you've mentioned. But like, out of all the people, like probably Manz, but who would you say was your favorite person to work with musically?
Yeah, like who made you like right? Who made you like?
Who challenged you on the track? Oh hell yeah, you know this.
I think those are two different things. You know what I'm saying? Who challenged me and who was my favorite? I think would be two different things.
Yeah, both of them, bro.
Yeah, I think the person who challenged me was PH. We were in a group. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just that dynamic is, you know, you always wanna be able to hang in. You know, PH was a titan. So I knew where I was up against. You know, getting on tracks with him. Like I couldn't play around with him. As far as my favorite, damn, what's my favorite? To be honest with you, I think Kinglish, and I think it's both of the features on there. Sadat X and Jamil Honesty.
Hey, Sadat X. Jamil Honesty is the truth.
Yeah. Because let me tell you something like that. And then I think a close runner-up would be Naps and Dreads, that whole Biggs and Wayne album. But the Kinglish record, I just find myself like when it's on, like I love my verse. No, I like my verse. I love their verses. Like when the record's on, I'm not even singing my shit. But when their verses come on, I'm singing their shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm singing their shit like it's my shit.
Yeah.
You know. And the same goes with the Naps and Dreads album. I mean, I think I bodied that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I enjoy Naps is one of my favorite rappers.
Yeah,
That's my favorite album that I've ever done.
Nice.
The Biggs and Wayne album. That's my favorite album, hands down.
I think my favorite is that Sixers. I don't know what it is, but that Sixers shit, I still like whenever I'm getting ready to go to the gym, I put on La Bamba. Yeah. Oh, that shit. that song is a fucking like that shit is too fire. You know what I'm saying? That shit is
the Sixers joint is hard. It's definitely hard.
I think all of that shit.
Yeah. I think the follow-up, a close runner-up for me would be the Caesar Borgia album.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That too. You know, it's just I mean, I got a lot of shit.
You went crazy that year. You went crazy.
A lot of shit.
No shit.
But that ain't whoa, there's more to come.
Oh,
I got
last question on my side is there gonna be a Sixers 2? Or even like do any sequels to
I'm not bro. Listen, I'm not interested in doing it. And y'all can ask them why.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fair.
Sure. I'm not interested.
For sure. Before I get to my favorite question, I wanted to give the artists out there some advice. Like, what would be the best advice you can give somebody, and what's the best advice someone's ever given you in hip hop coming in the game?
Best advice I can give somebody is to work. Work. Don't pay attention to the things going on around you. Just do you. You understand what I'm saying? Trust you and do the work. You understand what I'm saying? I think the best advice that I ever got was to always be on time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What do you mean by on time? Like, you know what I mean? Like, explain a little more for the folks at home.
Just for anything. Yeah. For just always be on time. I don't give a fuck what it's for.
I believe it.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm very much so like, because that's your word. And as human beings, that's all we got is our word. You know what I'm saying? And that's put it.
Like I notice, like, I don't know, man. I think artists get a bad rap and a stigma of being a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And, I just try to dispel those narratives. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You hear about the artist being 2 hours late, the artist not being professional, the artist being a diva. You know.
Yo, that's very real because it'll make or break. Like, because that shit'll kill a career before it starts.
That's a fact. Because that'll precede you.
Yeah. That'll go around quicker than any of the work you do. Like that information will go around quick. And I try to tell cats that, like, I'm like that. Like, I'm always on time with the shit that I do. But I even tell like Reckless and them, no, when people hit me up for features, I'll give them exactly when I'm gonna get them. You know what I'm saying? I give them a nice time frame. Like you gotta be out there. You gotta talk.
He delivers in that time frame too.
Yeah, you gotta be about it. Like you gotta be about what you say, or else like no one's gonna take you serious.
Yeah, and that's about it, man. I want y'all to know the shit that's coming is serious. I got a project with Easy Mo B coming. I got a project with Snow Goons coming.
Let's go. Oh, yo, I actually went on a tour with the Snow Goons. They are dope dudes. Dope
man, I'm
dudes.
trying to tell you that they did Already Dead. They did the Already Dead joint. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, I remember when you did that.
you
Yo, dope dudes.
what you call it? I got this 4-figure ring joint. Drop It, produced by Murder Mags, Freak Show, and Team Demo. These are all 6-man certified.
There you go. Stamp.
So we gonna all of that, man. It's a lot of shit. The shit with Napoleon.
I'm
Alpha 2.0.
Oh yeah, I fucked with Alpha. I mean, I fucked with all of them. Alpha 2.0, I'm here for that because Alpha, you on some like I'm going to fucking punch.
Yeah. Any chance you get we work with any West Coast artists?
I want to. I definitely want to. I love West Coast music. It's so funny. I was just talking about this. Growing up in Brooklyn, especially around the time when I grew up in Brooklyn, late 80s, early 90s, you know what I'm saying? All through the 90s. Well, even around the late 80s, I was listening to West Coast music. The first rap music album I ever bought was Ice-T Power. That's the first album I ever bought with my own money.
Nice.
It was because Ice-T was dope, but it was because Darlene was on the cover too. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But still, I knew about 6 in the Morning from the previous album. I knew about it. I knew the shit was fire. And I always been up on Spice One, Mac Dre, Second to None, Quick.
Yes.
I was always into all of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All of that. And I would love to. The only artist I've worked with so far recently has been Planet Asia.
Nice.
Me and Montage One got some stuff coming. I'm trying to get with Tash from the Alcoholics. I'm open to it, man. I'm open to it. I love it. Shit.
Looking forward to hearing that one. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, let me tell you something, man. Like I love West Coast music. It's something about the production.
That West
Coast love the production.
Yo, man, it's so dope. It's so timeless. And when you hear it, you know it's that.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And I love that they haven't deviated from it. Like New York lost that.
Yeah.
And,
keep it.
The West Coast, bro.
Appreciate it,
nigga. That beat for you know what make me think of West Coast? I'm so gangsted up. Just listen to me. That is so classic West Coast. Hey, yo, listen. Shout to Snoop Dogg, but Snoop, I am mad at you. I'm mad at you. I'm mad at you for a couple reasons. Not only am I mad at you for taking all of the fucking death row shit down off of Spotify and all that because you want to do the NFTs. That's terrible, Snoop. You took down the Chronic. You took down Doggy Style, Dog Food. All that's terrible. That's not good. You know what I'm saying? But aside from that, nigga, the opening intro beat from the Chronic. Yo, he put that on his new album and rapped on it and did not body.
And did not go crazy. Not go crazy.
Yo, that is one of them beats that had niggas like, why didn't they rap on that? That shit was so great. Yo, he should have rapped on it then. That's when he was red hot. Nigga.
Would have been crazy.
Yo, I was upset.
Yeah.
I feel you, bro. I mean, the album should have not been called the Death Row album, the title that he called it.
Nah, man, I thought he was going to body that shit, yo. I thought he was gonna body it. He should have bodied it, yo. He should have just got Corrupt on it. Let Corrupt do that.
Corrupt, bring back Corrupt.
Corrupt will always come through. will always
always
on the track.
Always. I'm getting the chills right now. How mad I am.
You and Corrupt would be a dope collab as well. I would love to see you and Corrupt.
I would love to.
Yeah, I would like to get him with like Corrupt or like Yuck Mouth. Like
Yuck Mouth, he's still doing things. He's still out here.
Active. He that
Yuck is nice. Yo, he's nice.
Yo, yeah.
Super nice.
Well, I might have on one of my campaigns, like, yo, we gonna start tagging. I might start.
Yo, you know what's crazy?
We don't even trip. I'm gonna get it in touch.
Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all a funny story before we get up out of here. This is something I was gonna put on my story time, but I'm gonna give it to y'all.
Hey, we'll take it.
All right, exclusive.
So boom. So on my page, y'all can find a story time that I got. I was talking about how I was out in LA in a Crip hood with the wrong colors on. Woo, y'all gotta see that. Y'all gotta see it. But anyway, this story was I was signed to Warner Brothers, and I went out to this was 9/11 time. This was right after 9/11. So when the airspace opened back up, Warner Brothers flew me out to California to Sacramento because I had to go see Rick Rock. Rick Rock was super duper hot at the time, and I went to go see Rick. So I'll never forget it, bro. Now, mind you, this was after 9/11, yo. You know what I'm saying? So the shit was crazy. Everybody was scared. Niggas was like, yo, you know, getting on planes. They finally opened the airspace up. So it had been a while before niggas was on the planes again. You know what I'm saying? Like they had to open the airspace back up. Yo, Rick Rock had a fucking mansion. I'll never forget. It was beautiful. In this house, the color scheme was white, everything, all white, everything, right? Yo, it was mad niggas in the house. All these niggas was bloods, right? Yo, these niggas, it was mad, yo. Now picture, everything white, and all the people, everything red. Yo, it was crazy, right? It was some crazy shit, right? So they tripping off of me. Like they like, you know, just kept looking at me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm picking beats or whatever. One of them was like, hey, homie, hey. I said, what's good? He was like, how you get here? He said, you flew over here on a plane from New York? I said, yeah, man, yeah, I was on an airplane. He was like, shit. He said, you's a motherfucking gangster. Yo, I was Pyru, I wouldn't have got on that motherfucking airplane. I was like, wow, yo, this shit's crazy. But I had to explain to him. I was like, yo, I was like 25 at the time. I was like, yo, man, this is my big break. I can't let nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been waiting all this time for this record deal. I'm on Warner Brothers, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Man, I can't be scared, man. I gotta get to it. If the plane gonna explode, it's gonna explode while I'm on the way to go do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying?
That's just your fate, your destiny, you know.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that shit was a fun story.
To be fair, like, you know, like Mac Dre said, most hood homies haven't even been on an aeroplane before anyway, so they ain't getting on one.
Facts. Yo, he was like, shit. He said, you was a motherfucking gangster.
Shit.
That shit was funny as hell.
Yeah,
man.
Last question I got for you. Your top 5 favorite rappers of all time.
There you go. Give us the top 5.
Top 5. In order?
Nah, I don't need to be in
order or any order. Don't matter. How you want to do it.
Yeah, this is no particular order.
For sure.
Ghostface.
It's already getting tough.
Jay-Z.
Oh, come on now.
Royce.
Okay.
That's 3, right?
That's three.
That's three.
2 more.
Black Thought.
Oh, nice.
Fact.
Mm-hmm.
Ice Cube.
Nice.
Fire. Good shit.
I'm not mad at that at all, man.
Yeah, man. Even though John hating on Ho, but you know,
I'm eternally hating on Jay-Z. That's one of my biggest hip hop hot takes of all time. But it is.
Listen, man. Listen, I might be biased.
maybe.
I was born in the glorious Marcy Projects as well.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
It's on your birth. Jay-Z's on your birth certificate. That's what.
I mean, nah, but come on, man. Aside from that, dude is nice.
I respect it.
Dude is dumb nice. He's dumb nice.
Yeah.
Like,
I just can't put him as
you can't. Yo, you know what?
Fan. That's me. I grew up a Nas fan. I'm a Nas.
Ah, he's a Nas home. Ether.
I mean, see, but that's my problem too. Why we gotta choose?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You know,
We did not have to choose.
You know,
Yo, we did not have to choose Luther Vandross and Freddie Jackson.
we did. We had both of them on the plate.
They was both gay and they was both dope. Like,
Forgot about that. They were gay.
word. Like, we ain't have to even worry about that. Like, why we gotta choose between?
Yeah. Nah,
You know.
you're right.
People be weird with the beef stuff. You know.
Yeah, like it's crazy. Like, I love it. Like, if I have a top 10, Nas is in that. You know, let me keep going. Nas, Scarface. So
Yeah,
what? That's
7.
7.
3 more.
Scarface in mine. Yeah, my top.
He's under. We need to put him more tops. More tops.
Fact. He's still the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm at 7, right? I'm at 7.
3 more.
Kane.
Yo, there we go. 2 of my top 5. Big Daddy Kane's my favorite rapper of all time.
Oh, nice.
The truth.
Mine's Pac.
There you go.
Where I'm at 8.
8, yeah. 2 more.
2 more.
Rakim.
Rakim. All right, last one. 1 more. You can look at the background of our little layoff if you need help.
Nah, I ain't even gonna cheat.
You almost looked too.
Nah, I ain't even gonna cheat. DOC.
DOC, yo.
All right.
I can't. Yo, I don't think a person's list is complete if they don't have DOC in their list.
Yeah.
That's just it's a fact.
Yeah.
Like that nigga wrote a lot of crazy shit.
Lot.
Like a lot. And let's not take away that fucking album is fucking crazy. Like, yo, bro,
on death row.
Bro, I dare y'all to go listen to No One Can Do It Better once we get off this. Just put it on. Put it on.
There's no way anyone can say that that's bad. There's no way.
Just fucking put it on. Like, that nigga was wilding.
Yeah. And if you don't like it, exit life. Exit life.
Life.
Yo, I'm getting chills right now.
Oh yeah. That's
think about how fire that shit is, yo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yo, Dr. Dre is a motherfucker, yo. I'm telling you, like
Yo,
that
Dre,
motherfucker, boy.
The last few generations, he got the best ear, bro. Like no one compares to the shit that he touches, bro. Is gold.
Can only imagine this fucking music collection, man. Shit,
it's insane.
Yeah,
this shit on the new GTA game I've been playing and I'm listening to. I'm like, this shit's clean, but hey.
I got a Dr. Dre story, but I'll save it for another time.
Oh man, damn, the West Coast, sorry, that hurts me. God damn it!
Yo, I told you this is gonna be a good one. Yo, truly appreciate you chopping it up with us again, as usual.
Yeah, man.
Gems on gems. Super fucking. Let me know, let me know when shows, let me know when shows.
No doubt. No doubt.
Travel to New York to see that shit.
No doubt. I appreciate it, man. I'll definitely keep y'all in the loop. And when music drops, you already know I'm gonna get it to you.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff.
All right, no doubt. I'm gonna throw all your links and shit so people know where to follow you and all that good stuff. But yo,
appreciate it.
So I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna fully drop this on next Wednesday.
Okay.
I'm gonna let this live sit for like a day.
Yeah, I'll be up a day or
Okay.
two. You can rewatch it.
Okay.
But yo, again, man,
Okay.
truly appreciate you, man. This shit was super dope, man. I'm gonna catch
Salute.
I'm signing off, but this was a dope one, man. Definitely check him out. The BadSeed, bro. He's got mad work out there. Mad work.
Get up on game.
More to come.
Yep, and more to come.
Yeah. Peace, fella.
Peace.